Hey yo, Antonio, you up? Bring me a piece, thing with live. We'll see here in a minute. I'll find out in a minute, but I'm live. I'm seeing the green light. Let me go over here and get my phone. It's over on the other side of the room. I should have brought it with me. A mid-sight check before I start. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, let me put the phone over here on the stand. Okay. I'll wait and hear what I sound like. Let me go ahead and mute again so I start talking on the feed. Stranger Things is too much of a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. And I don't really give it away, but just saying. Reminds me too much of Nightmare on Elm Street. Just saying. I think I'll drive the Pantera. The Stranger Things is too much of a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. I don't really give it away. It reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street a whole lot. I'm not going to tell any details. I'm driving the Pantera tonight. And I'm a Dimebag Darrell. It's 1:42 a.m. right now. It's not the 333. But boy, I see it a lot. Okay. How do we go to the races? Now I'll do a few rounds of this before I go over to GTA. It's one of my favorite racing games. I was playing a classic racing game this morning. Oh, by the way, I put my tuner. You know, I was telling you I lost my other archive or my other game with the lots of games on it, the smaller one. It was in my freaking laptop bag. Boy, I was screaming praise Jesus when I found it. I'm telling you, I praised him. Because I've been looking all over for that thing. I've looked through every Ziploc that I had. And I forgot about the laptop bag. I didn't even think I've had the laptop bag out late recently. So I don't know when I stuck it in there. We're driving the Pantera today. And I had a Dimebag Darrell. I'll start out with the. Do I got any sound? No sound not on? About knock the mic off. Oh, I just can't hear for that fan. Boy, it's hot. It's kind of cooler last night. Boy, it ain't tonight. Here we go in the Pantera, baby. It's a neat looking car. Oh, I drove off the road. Drove off the road in the Pantera. Now I'm behind all these schmucks. Let's see the hood. That's a neat view. Let's keep the hood. You fucker. Oh, Lordy, no. All these fucks passing me. This ain't cool. Tajana, 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 Tajana. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself. Stay away from me. A lesson learned in life. Oh, I'm sorry, another road. A lesson learned in life. Down, 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 down. Ba 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 ba. Bum, 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 bum. Now hush, I'm gonna drive my ideas crazy. Boy, I sound like a nutcase on that day. The offline stream when I recorded, it was Accident 720. Boy, it took me all freaking day to get that on. I fell asleep after I got it up. I was tired when I made my settings last night. And you know the part where it downsizes it? I forgot to downsize it to 360 or 480. Boy, with my laptop, you can't have anything bigger than that. If you do, it's an all-day thing. I mean, I could record that way, and it looks fantastic. It looks good. But it's going to take me all day to deal with it. I'd rather just not have that headache. And I tried to convert it down, and that took 40 minutes. And then it didn't, when I uploaded it, it had no picture. So it wasn't the right format for the website. So I basically pretty much wasted my day. I was planning to go streaming earlier. And my PS4, you know, I told you one day I didn't know if it worked tonight. Something happened, it just hung up and wouldn't come on the controller. I got it out today, turned it on, put its updates on, took its updates. So it's working. But I kind of wish I'd saved that. You see, I gave up on the PS5. And I took $200 out. I saved money for my PS5 and only put back $150 of it. Never did get that last $50 before I got one. Then on top of that, the doctor, I had to pay the doctor because I took COVID, you know. I had to put the doctor visit off. Paid the system off. Not been in debt with it. Not had any debt on it. I just went to the doctor when I was ready. But I had COVID. If I just waited, I mean, you're talking about August, September, October, November, December, February, 6 months. If I just waited 6 months, I'd have the PS5. But I didn't know that. I gave up. I gave up. I gave up hope. You know what? As a Christian, we should never give up on hopes, on our dreams. We should dream big and we should ask big and expect the Lord to give it to us. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're in the poverty, take it. I don't want it. I want to be the prosperous Christian, not the impoverished one. You know, there's people, and you know who's put that up to you know who's really done that? The worldly government wants to feed Christians. So they have pumped this message out here that Christians are supposed to be poor. But now, if you go look back to every one of the Christians, and every one of God's people even before the Christians, all the way back to Abraham. Abraham was blessed. He was blessed so much. His brother, who was like the archetype of the worldly Christian, he had blessings on him because he was kin to Abraham. Abraham was so blessed that his family was. Where did they get this stuff? Even the Bible. I mean, where's it come from? You want to know where it comes from? It comes from the freaking government. They want you being poor, defeated. They don't want you having your power in Christ because it's powerful to be a Christian. And they don't want you to know that. They want you to feel defeated, broke, and a slave. So I'm going to dream big. And with me, I had to actually dream big. I'm disabled. That means if I get anything, it's going to be through him. But I don't believe for it. You can laugh at that, you can make fun of it, but when I get where I'm going, I'll tell you, I told you so. I shouldn't have lost my faith. I should have kept my faith that I was going to get. But I gave up hope. Then on a deathbed, one deathly morning where I felt like I was dying. And I was doing anything to stay alive. I was listening to messages, sermons. I was listening to Writing the Hour of Prayer. I was listening to old sermons, old people of the past. Old sermons. I was listening to Jonathan Shuttlesworth. I was listening to anything I could find. Just keep me alive. And I ran into that boy who helped people get Xboxes and PlayStations. He was streaming live that morning. I thought, well, I'm about dead, so I'll just tune in. I didn't really know if I was about dead or not, but boy, I felt it. Boy, it was really ravishing my body. And I was just doing anything to clean my life, the Bible, anything. Listening to the Bible, anything just keep me alive. I listened to a lot of Psalms during that. Y'all don't know how many times I played the Psalms and the Proverbs during COVID. That was one of them nights and mornings. I couldn't sleep. I was too painful to sleep. I was too scared to go to sleep. Too scared we wouldn't wake up. Which you should have no fear, by the way, either. That's when you need to grab into the Lord and pray. So I basically did the right things. But I wasn't expecting to get a PS5 that morning. My mom and sister, they got mad at me. Because they had to go actually, get it. Because you had to, Target, you had to pick them up. You couldn't ship them down. And I was sick, So they pretty much had to take care of it. They were on the heels of taking it. They took it too. I just took it before them. They got it about the next week. And I didn't even know I really had it that morning. I hadn't been to the doctor yet. I was sick. I figured it was it, though. It was horrible. They got it about a few days after me. I think it was about going on about the 5th or 6th day. And in the beginning, I just thought mine was the regular allergies. It just started kicking in. Then I went to the doctor, got the test, and sure enough. We had it. Boy, that was the night it was kicking in. I remember that's what it was. That was the day it was actually kicking in. When I had come to the conclusion that, yeah, I probably had it. Here we go. Whoa. Got it slow now. How'd I get it back? I got to remember, you can't go in those higher gears. It gets real slow. Now I've got him so slow, I'm probably going to lose. What number am I? Oh, no, what number am I? I can't see. Oh, I'm 7. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set up and play or not. I feel sleepy. I don't know how the hell I can be sleepy. I slept once. Oh, yeah, last week I didn't sleep. I was just so freaking high. I actually got to watch Rodney this morning. Boy, he had a good show. It wasn't a show. It's like a good, I mean, I don't mean that in a sense of a show. Good message. He's talking about some idiot pastor, who made us way out and living off of prosperity, and then he got up and denounced us. He addressed him. Well, you want to know something? I think if you denounce something that you participated in and you admitted you done wrong, I'm going to say the same thing Rodney did. I think he owes all of his partners and stuff their money back, because he pretty much took them. And he's pretty much admitting that he took them. He's pretty much admitting that he took them if he don't believe in what he preached. Just saying. He really did take people. That's what you call really do being a thief. Because it's one thing, like say, if you really do get something wrong, but if you come to the realization, God has a channel, he's just doing what he thinks is popular. You see, he's going with the flow. He's listening to them government pastors, those government hooker pastors. Government hooker, government. That's one of my favorite Lady Gaga songs. Government hooker, na 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 na. Government hooker, na na. I wrote a song about the government hooker pastors. I had 2 actually. Part of one is in the song called, and you can't understand it, as I muddled the lyrics down. but watered them down. I'm screaming them in the I'm screaming it in the grunge, sonic grunge rock Nirvana. It's just a mess of it was a 19-minute mess I made. I chopped it down. I took parts of it, chopped out anything that was really sloppy, and then added a Metro drone to it. Then I added some screaming. I was screaming the lyrics to my government hooker pastor lyrics. I didn't put the song out. I ought to just write it, though. I think I'm going to finish that song. You know, I finished the Erie one. I was always didn't want to release. I only put a piece of it out. It's main lyric. Now I finished it because I pretty much seen it all. Playing Fallout, the video game, sort of the world that I was describing. So I'm not really as scared of it anymore because I've seen it so much. I turned it on. I've experienced it. And I thought, well, the song don't really hear me anymore. They used to scare the piss out of me when I started coming up with that in the early 90s. The piss. I'd record it. I just recorded it. I listened. I think, God, that scares me. So I put it away. I get it back out, put it away. Get it back out, put it away. Now that I'm all alone, now that I'm all alone, the world just seems to be gone. Now that I'm the only one. I only put that lyric out in the song in, did I put that up? March 22nd, 322. I believe it was 2011. Was it 10? It's 10 or 11. It's getting fuzzy. I think it was 11. It's 11. But I looked it up. I remember. I looked it up in my log. I finally finished that damn sucker. Made an eerie vocal for it. I'm going to try to recreate because I'm not going to take those. I'm just not going to take those. I don't feel comfortable taking them. I've read up on it. They pretty much give you permission to do so. But I would feel more comfortable if I actually build it. So I'm going to build a beat. I'm going to try to keep the vocal. If I can, I'm going to try to recreate what I've done to these vocals. I did something really eerie with these vocals. And I hope that if I can't keep it, I hope I can redo it. If not, I may just junk that thing out there as a demo eventually, but not take it as my actual song. Because you do have permission to use the beats that you make. So I just would feel better if I make it myself. And I'm cautious about my music process. I've always have been. I read up on it when I was getting into it. I had this book on it. This guy that was helping me do my music back then, he even had some info on all that. And like not never sticking your stuff out before you copyright it, all that stuff. So I'm kind of careful about my music process. Really care. Now I'm going to leave this. So I'm going to go to GTA. So let me go ahead and close this game. Yeah, I'm very picky about my music process. Very. I don't even let nobody hear them. Nobody. Nobody ever hears them to me until I get ready to release them. And I had to break that when I was getting them put as music, but that was a work for hire thing. He was actually working for me. That's the only time I break it. I don't let anybody hear them until I'm ready. Until they're released. But that's just the way I do things. And people says, oh, there ain't nobody gonna steal from you. Well, you don't never know. Charlie Manson, and it started up a mess. That Terry Melcher stole his song and put it on the Beatles album. And boy, look at the mess that stirred up. People created, that old guy made a living off of it. He wrote a book. I've even heard him on InfoWars times. He wrote a big book about it and everything. He just created those conspiracy theories because he wanted to make a living. That guy got even with him because he stole his fucking song. You just tell by listening to the rantings of the man in jail what his motive was. That fucker stole this song and he got even with him. He thought he was getting even with him, but he moved out. The little cheap shit moved out just weeks before Manson invaded the place. That fucker stole the song. If he's still in. Oh, I'll send him a message. I don't hear, but I'll check. Just give me a second. Oh, just a sec. He might be in bed. That's fine. I'll wait until he sends me. Okay, let's see. Let me get her clothes. Did I change her clothes? I don't think I might switch over to jail. Let me switch over to jail. I ain't playing. I'm going to switch over to jail for a while. Where is that? Where you get to them? Where do you change the character? Oh, manage character. There we go. This menu is so different than the Xbox. Of course, it wouldn't be if I'd upgrade my Xbox, but I don't want to upgrade my Xbox because I don't have enough room. I've got the games hyped up for the big thing. The bigger games. I can't put any more on my system. Now, I don't have one of those cards, so I probably would have done better to, instead of buying a PS5, bought me a stick of memory for my thing and upgraded my Xbox. Because I play the Xbox more than I did the PS. But it's because I had to struggle to get it online. I can rarely get this fucker online because it won't go past 2720. My internet won't handle anything. Now, recording wise, I could record that way, but it just take me all day. So I don't fool with it recording. Because it takes me hours to fool with it. I don't want to fool with it. Some people might want to waste their day doing it. Not me. I say fuck that. I'd rather my stuff look grungy, and I was always grunge anyway. I call my music grunge. He's in the damn shower. Don't turn it back on the wall back. Do, 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 do. It's not hearing me. Pause music. Don't turn your back on the wall back. Do, 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 do. Don't turn your back on the wall back. Do, do, do. You know, past week was the anniversary of the NWO. Yeah. I got my shirt just a week before. I should have saved it for this week. I sure was glad I looked at Hogan's shop that night. I've been wanting one of them fuckers for years. One of those NWO shirts. All I could find was 2X, and I had to have a 3 fucking X because I'm long and fat. Not only fat, I'm long. I'm not only a fat fucker, I'm alone. Y'all making fun of myself. You can't get mad at me for making fun of fat people because I get mad. I make fun of my fucking self. Let me mute that. Let's just go into the PlayStation. I don't mind it going on my Twitch because that's my channel, you know. I didn't even check so my satellites were working. He's just now working his way to 12. And that Christine got herself into the 14 by now. She's beat him. And you, Christine? Y'all just might make a perfect partnership. Let me read this thing. Looking for a professional operative to co-manage private intelligence business catering. I'm going to put it in the other mode for a minute. I'll return to the regular mode. I'm just going to do one thing before I go. I'm going to do a solo right quick. And then I'm going to return to the real world. Even flow flops around like butterflies. Always in the butterfly place. Well, you don't know. I found the way to find it the other day. Now I've done fucking forgot it. I need to tone the cussing. I hear a guy yelling at me. So don't cuss, boy. Hey, it's Hal. How you doing? Heard you were back in town. And your timing. That's a different one. I've been working on a little something called The Next Level. The revolution's coming, my friend, and I want you in the driving seat. All you gotta do is take this thing for a spin, let me take a look at it, and tell your friends and followers. Just picture the place. Call me when you get there. That's a different one. Let's make him look sharp. Make him look slick. This little action figure looks slick. He's got purple pants on, but he's got gray tie or gray coat. You know, I made the custom, and then I bought those. Bought the random ones. I'm gonna try to figure out how I get out of this place and get back. So we're gonna just scope the area out. I'm gonna do some scoping because I figured it out the other day about where I go to get like from Christine's place to his place. Is that Christine's place? Or is Christine's place up the road? Because that might be the way I figure it out. Because if I can keep up with where he's at, I can get him back home. The butterfly. And I think Christine's on down this way. Because I seen the butterfly when I was coming home. See a vehicle. Let me just get the vehicle. Heck yeah. Oh. He's in jail. Oh. We'll get the goat, baby. I was going to take the white one. When I get those white sticks, when I can get the blue ones. I had this dream years ago. And my mother and my sister heard me. They told me you was in there babbling about somebody getting blue sticks. You always get the white one. That's Christine's place. That's Christine's place. That's right around the corner. Yeah, they heard me babbling about white sticks. It was a vacation. It was one of the vacations. And I said, you always get the blue sticks, and I always get the white ones. So I never forgot it. Sometimes I'll throw it up. I got to turn back around. I've missed this turn. See, now I'm going to know how to get back home. It's the next street. It's right to the next freaking street. So he's a street away from where Christine lives. Right here is the gym, I think. Is that the gym? Yeah, I'm figuring this thing out. So when I first started playing it, I always had to take the fucking taxis to get everywhere. And somebody must have prayed about my dirty mouth. It's God getting on to it. Somebody must thank you, whoever you are. Keep praying. Keep praying. I don't get mad when people pray. Some people get mad. They don't want to give up their bad habits. Me, I like my bad habits, but they're still a blight. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I'm going to be honest. But now they're a hindrance between me and the Lord. I want my hindrances out of the way. Somebody must be praying. Whoever you are, thank you. I was hearing him in real time. You want to hear from the Lord. Oh, no. I got to find the store now. And then now he's got the police on his bow tie. I was just going to buy him a new suit and I was going to enter the world. Now I'm going to have to fight the cops off as well. I should have stuck breaking taxi. I was just going to buy him a new outfit. I was going to do him like I do Christine. I was going to go sell him a car and then buy him an outfit. He ain't hardly had no outfits. He's got what's in his closet. You know, Jeff, he's a sharp dude. He always was. His old life, he was an attorney before he was a wrestler. He made his money being an attorney, and then when he retired, he became a wrestler. That's his life story. But in this game, he gets to be a criminal. Notice he made his money. Is that the store? No, it's look like. We're gonna look around and see if the store's in this area. Store come up. He made his money being an attorney, and then when he got all the money he wanted, he became a pro wrestler. He retired as a pro wrestler, dude. That's his life story. Actually, he's had many stories, though. He dates back to the toy box. But that was his World of Madness story. My CD story, when I moved him from the CDs to the games. He went from an attorney to a wrestler. So I kind of retired him as a wrestler. He's been a soldier. He's been a Star Trooper. He's been a Stormtrooper on with the Star Wars. He's been with Botrain. He was a guy in the castle. I'm just telling you his history. He was the unknown guy in the castle. He was a Stormtrooper in the Star Wars. He was an army man in the Army Men. He was always that imaginary character that was in my toy box. And then when I got into gaming, he became my imaginary character in the gaming I created. So he's got a life story. But he retired as a pro wrestler. Now, I guess he didn't completely retire, though. Because now he went to a world of crime. So I guess he just went W-O. He went bad. He was always an unknown toy. He's like Christine. He developed over years. But his name's Jeff Curley. Goes all the way back to back then. And that's what his name was in the Voltron castle. And then he was Jeff Curley in the G.I. Joe as an army man. He was just a blank army man. He was in the G.I. Joe toy box. He was also on the Voltron. Like I said, he was the guy in the castle. He moved up from the castle, though. When I started doing the vehicle Voltron, he was on the shield. What'd they call that? What'd they call that shield? I don't remember. I ain't watched it in so long. He was a part of that. So he's had a long history. He's had a very long history. Boy, he's old now. He turns 40 next year. This is his 39th year. In video games now, it's still toy boxes. It's the same thing. If you really think about these video games, it's a big toy. It's really just a big imaginary toy. And instead of playing with the doll or the toy, the action figure or transformer or robot, he was in with them too, by the way. He was always stuck with them too. And I just give him whatever I can find him. If I find a generic doll for him, he was the generic toy action figure. If he was an army man, he was an army man. If he was a spaceman, he was a spaceman. He started out as a spaceman. I had these little plastic space figures. I'm never going to find that store. I'll probably never get to the real world. I'm driving around and so I'm going to pull him off and get him the taxi. Because if I don't hit the people. You can get in jail, buddy. I'm trying to get you off where I can get you an outfit. I'm just going to call because I'll just waste my time. You'll just have to find him another car to steal when he's through with it. Yeah.
There's one on its way to you now.
His history's a little more interesting than Christine's. Christine just developed in GTA. I moved her to JCBW. But now he has a long history. Where's that freaking taxi? Is that it? I don't guess that's him. Guess it is. He just wasn't there yet.
Where are you going?
Jeff come after him. Is that the store? Yeah.
If you're willing to pay, I'm willing to speed.
He's willing to pay. He's a high roller. He even got captured by Skeletor one time.
Finally, and here we are.
He even got captured by Skeletor one time. He-Man had to save him. I'm just going through his history here in my brain. Now, where's that store? I know it's here somewhere. There's a van there, though. If it's still there, he's getting it. A creep van. You get the creep in the creeper van. Where's the store? Is that it? If the creep van's still out there when he's out, gets through that outfit, I'm getting the creep van.
We have that in multiple colors.
Bead maker. Let's give you the bead. That's one thing he never was. He never has been a musician. He's never really cared about music much. He's not into music. He's not the music kind of guy.
Bye. Enjoy your
He was in the movies, though. He liked crazy movies. The Shining was his favorite. Let's see if we can find that creep van. Is it already gone? There's the creep van. It's still there.
I'm just, keeping it real.
He's got the creep van. I should have gave him a creepy outfit. You want to be really creepy? Give him a red and green sweater. Oh, you know what that guy told you. Then that would add to the creep van. The red and green sweater with the creep van. Even better, a clown truck. A clown truck would be better than a creep van. With a big clown on the top of it. Cheap bus creeper, you're a creeper. Cheap bus creeper, you're a creeper. You get the black creeper. Us the new weasel truck. There we go. Now we're honking. You know, Jeepers Creeper, when he drive up in that truck he had, he'd honk at him. He'd honk at him as he's revving him. He's got the creep van, y'all. And it's nighttime. He's got the creep van at nighttime. I need to go into the real world. I'll probably lose my grip. I'm probably going to lose my creep van. I'll find him later. Surely I'll have to find the white van. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the real world. Oh, you can feel it riding. I do love this controller. Find new session. That's what I was looking for. Now we're going into the public session. Here we go. Back to the real world. Now I'll probably lose my creep. I'm going to walk around until I find the creep van. But of course, they'll probably kill me and stuff. I'm going to find the creep van. Let me check and see if that guy's on. I hit the wrong. He must be. He must be asleep. I can't really understand that. This is nighttime. He must be asleep. That's okay. I'll just go irritate the other people. And let them blow me the kingdom come and laugh at it. I won't turn on the mic, though, so I don't have to listen to it. I only let my streamers listen to me. The people that watch my video, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. People that check my videos out. That's not the reason I do it, but it sure does make it worth the while wasting your time putting it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not the reason I do it. I play video games because I love playing video games. And I thought, well, I like sharing them as well. So if somebody takes the time out of their day to watch that, I very much appreciate that. You don't have to watch it. And it's not a creep van, but we'll find it.
Fuck this, dude.
We'll look for a creep van. Well, I was playing video games long before I even had the internet, so I didn't have the internet in 2000. So it was about a good 2 years that I had a game player before I even had the internet. Now, I used to record my VHSs. Boy, I wish I still had some of those VHSs. I'm gonna tell you, I would rip them and upload them because it would be my old game experiences. I may have some. I won't have all of them because we had the house fire. And when I moved, I left a lot of my stuff in my room. I did salvage my WCW library. I've got that. I put it. I got those out. But that was the only thing I took. Was my WCW library. I had a WWF library too. I just left it at the house, so it got lost in the fire. But my WCW library, I had it. Everything we recorded off TV, and I recorded all the shows up until Russo came along. But then I found out that a lot of the people got blamed. Russo got blamed for a lot of other people's jobs. Whoa, that was a real blow up. That's what you call a massive blow there. Whoa. It's mayhem all around him. CERN is broke loose in GTA. CERN is broke loose in GTA. And Jeff's trying to run from CERN. He's going to have to be saved from Skeletor once again. That's my favorite story. The one I've told so far. And I just kind of thought of it. I kind of remembered it. I seen it in my head. It had been saved from Skeletor. That snake guy had him. The one with the snake head. You could spray water out of him. Beast Man and the skunk guy, the snake guy, and Beast Man had him. And He-Man had to save him. He-Man and She-Ra, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I had her too. I didn't care if she was a girl toy. She was pretty. Boy Jeff was in love with her. He had a thing for She-Ra. That was how he got captured. That was how he got captured by Skeletor, the snake and the skunk, and Beastman. Boy, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, y'all. It's like it was now. I can see it in my brain. The skunk. I love that skunk. He was my favorite. Boy, I carried him around the school. And that snake, of course. That damned old snake. I love the damned old snake. The damned old Nake is that guy that my grandmother used to watch. He was a little boy. He called her hair a damned old Nake. She had her hair went all the way down to the floor. He called it damned old Nake. He'd say that damned old Nake every time he was brushing it. I had an obsession with that damned old snake. What was his name? The snake. The guy with the snake head. The guy with the snake head. What was his name? Copacine or? I'll go look him up. I'm sure there's info on the snake guy and the snake. He was one of my favorite. Him and the skunk was my favorite action figure. Like I said, I carried him around the school with me. Skunk was really my favorite. He was black and white. For some reason or other, I like those black and white colors together. Black and white with orange. I think he had orange and red on him, didn't he? I'm going to find that skunk. You know what hard to make the skunk, the snake, Skeletor, She-Ra, and recreate it in a JCVW episode. When he was captured by Skeletor. And I remember it was over damn She-Ra. He had a thing for She-Ra. But now that it's morning, where do you want to go from here? Oh, I know that your head is right. That you did last night keeps playing in my mind. But now I got a thing for you, and I think it's kind of crazy. Boy, he's had a lot of women in his life. I think of the women that he's had an obsession with. He never liked Bobby. He didn't like Bart. He hated Bart. He loved pizzazz. He liked pizzazz. You know, the Jim and the Misfits, he liked pizzazz. He's had several wives. All my exes live in Texas. Sharon's one of his ex-wives. Let's see. Never married the goth girl. Never married her. She was just his girl. Celeste. You never married Celeste. His last wife has been Sophia in 2010. I never broke him up with her. Not yet. But if he ever breaks up with anybody, it'll be Christine. Christine would probably be his match girl. But I'm going to try to keep him faithful. I've been playing with that in my brain. And I'm kind of wanting to just keep him where he's at. Because, you know, that's the right thing. Men ain't supposed to be jumping from woman to woman. It's a sin. So I'm thinking about keeping him where he's at. My brain wants to go there, though. I'm thinking, he's probably her match girl. I mean, she's probably his match girl. But I'm also going to keep them separate. He's probably the girl he's been looking for. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Yeah, waiting. That's Christine would probably don't even be crazy enough to be his actual girl. She's probably never going to be his girl. I've been waiting. Okay, I'm crazy. I'm talking crazy shit. He's talking about Jeff's past. The Skeletor thing. Boy, I love that one. I'm glad I remembered it. And it started coming to me in bits and pieces. Like first I remembered Skeletor, and then I remembered the snake and the skunk. Boy, then I remembered how he got captured. He was obsessing over She-Ra. 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 Of course, I mean, how was he not going to have an obsession with her? She was a scantily clad girl in a very short outfit. Bum, 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 bum. She-Ra. She was probably prettier than Barbie. Okay, let's see. A scantily clad girl, blind-headed girl of all things. He looks like a punk in this game. He really does look like a punk. Stuck in the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Bro, singing Poison again. Love on the rocks. She-Ra. Now I got that music. I attempted to watch the new ones. That's a bunch of bullshit. I got 2 episodes. It stopped that thing. Netflix is running all the good shows. I mean, I like the idea of them recreating their own stories. They ruining them, man. They're ruining our heroes. Making Spin, Shiro, and he had a thing for Romel, and they turned him into Adam. Oh, you know what they did with Romel? She was in it, but they didn't really develop a story for her. Now, they did show Shiro in another alternate world. He was Spin there. Shira. He'd fight with that guy with the heart in the chest. You know, the one that had the beating heart. Tash. They changed him, by the way. He ain't the Tash, and he's not got the Tash. They done what they did to, you remember Jake from State Farm? They made the guy with the beaten chest and the Tash Bo. That's his name, Bo. How did I forget Bo? They made the guy with the mustache, and they turned him into a token. They turned him into a freaking token. Boom, 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 boom. He used to fight with the guy with the Tash. I remembered he used to fight with the guy with the Tash. It's funny telling these stories now, though, because like I said, he turns 40 next year. He's had a lot of adventures. He had Star Wars adventures. He was in Jabba stuff. He was captured by Jabba. Jabba the Hutt. He never left Jabba the Hutt until he got wherever he went next. Was it Votrain? He got away from Jabba when he got to Votrain. I believe I made him one of them guards. You know, the green one? The lizard one, the one that looked like the one that's in V. If you look at his face, his lizard face looks similar to the lizards in V. That figure. That was him. Then he was a stormtrooper before then. In the early days, before he evolved to the lizard man. I guess you can call him a reptile. He's a reptilian. I guess he's one of the reptilians amongst Earth, pretending to be a human being. He's a reptilian. He pull his skin off. He's like that. Oh, he liked Diana. He loved Diana. That's probably one of the brunettes in his life that he loved. He liked her better than he liked She-Ra. He was captured by them. I remember he was captured by them. She-Ra, boom, 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 boom. Get out of my head. Go away. He-Man. Let's see if I can get He-Man out of my head. Why would I want to do that? That's probably just as bad. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get Voltron in my head. Bam, 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 bam. Thunder. He never was with them. I had him briefly. But he wasn't never with them. That's the one place he didn't land. He didn't land with the Thundercats. He landed with G.I. Joe. Landed with Star Wars. I brought in the V people. He landed with Bo Train. He landed with I named Star Wars. G.I. Joe, He-Man. He never got with the Thundercats. He was never around the Thundercats. Though I bet if he had been, he'd probably been after the damn girl. He was always after a girl. He's usually after some woman. They usually always went bad for him. Bam, 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 bam. He liked the Laura. Bum, bum, bum. That's why he was in the castle. Bam, 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 bam. And he hated Keith. Bam, bam, bam. But now they've turned that story around. I'm gonna shut up because I'm giving away spoilers. People don't like spoilers. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. It's better hearing that. I'm not gonna say her name. Because when I say that name, I'm gonna start use it. Bam, 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 bam. Oh yes, one of my favorite He-Man dies, and this ain't got nothing to do with jail. It probably does, but it don't because he likes She-Ra. I said her name. I'll get the music in my head again. Horak. Boy, I loved Horak. I had to have the Horak. He was much like the Skeletor and the Snake and the Skunk and the Skunk and the Snake. I had some obsession with Horak. That was his name, wasn't it? He's the guy with the big skeleton on it, the big skull and bone on his face. George W. Bush skull and bone. He had a black. He had something. Did he have something sticking out of his hand? I'm gonna go look him up. He had a skeleton face. Indeed, I think the Skeletor in the movie, you know, the He-Man in the movie, that Skeletor in that movie kind of reminds me more of Horak than it does Skeletor. So he had bones around his head. You know, like Beastman had his fur. He had the bones around his head. Bam, 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 bam. I'm stuck here. I'm gonna move. I'm moving on up. I don't like this place. Still wasting my time. I'm just gonna leave. Now I'm moving on up today. Let's just go to invite only. Although no explosions are happening right now anyway. I'm moving on. I'm probably gonna get off here in a minute. I really need to get back to working on my project, CD. I've got 6 songs finished, and I still had 3 or 4 left that I was going to have to record. But now I'm probably not going to even record them with the, because like I said, I'm going to feel more comfortable if I create my own. And that way nobody can holler, well, I did that, or that's mine. I want it to be mine. If I do work with anybody, I'm going to work for hire with them. That way it's mine. I own my rights. Yeah, I'm tired. I may have to get out. I was wanting to play some more. I may have to get off. I may see y'all later. I'm just going to put Jeff to bed. Switch back to Christine's. I'll probably most. Well, we can play Christine over on the other GTA. Whatever it's called. You know, the Xbox. I'm going to start making this Jeff's place. We're going to start developing Jeff over here. Make him dress like a 1990s gangster rapper. Boom, 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 yeah. Boom, boom, hell yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Ba 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 da 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 da. Word up, bum bum. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, doggy dogs in the motherfucking house. I go cussing. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Death row in the motherfucking house. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. The sounds of a dog bring me temper during the day. Play with the bone, with the Timmy. We'll see you next time. Joke about your Jimmy, that's your mama, about your mama that you might not like. I heard she's a Frisco dyke. You know, that wouldn't be popular today. Just think, they wouldn't even be able to make these raps anymore. They wouldn't be able to say something like Frisco dyke because of the political correctness bullshit. Bow, 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 bow. See y'all next time. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. We couldn't sing One in a Million anymore, or any of those good songs. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. For political correctness, I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me that probably listen. You just have to disagree. I think it was better when you could say things as opposed to hurting people's feelings. Bam, bam. You can take that however you want. Call me racist, whatever you want. I think times are better then.